Did you call bank? I called game.
What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack here, and I'm late. I'm sorry. I am late. I'm a day late because there was a trade yesterday between the Wizards and the Clippers. Austin Rivers for Marcin Gortat straight up. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at this trade and analyze it based off of NBA 2K18, see who won the trade and things like that. So we'll start with the important one in my opinion, Austin Rivers. He's only 25 years old. He's a 78 overall in the game, a shooting guard. He'd be the second best shooting guard on the Washington Wizards now, right behind Bradley Beal. One of the better three-point shooters, an inside scorer, a good perimeter defender, all-round pretty solid player. And even though I'm always kind of like about Austin Rivers, I do think he had a nice season last season. So I do genuinely think they have a good pickup here. Their next bench shooting guard is freaking Jody Meeks, and even though I personally like Jody Meeks, that doesn't mean he's a good NBA player. So they picked up a really good bench shooting guard for this team, and if Bradley Beal ever gets injured, they still have him. Problem though is they have no center, Ian Mahinmi, and then it's like freaking Jason Smith. They need to pick up someone in the offseason. They might get DeMarcus. They could try to get DeMarcus, but who knows? He is officially the sixth man of the team, at least according to 2K. So him and Satoransky are the guards coming off the bench. So freaking Doc Rivers, even though he's not the GM, he doesn't get to play with his kid anymore. It's kind of messed up. And then they pick up Marcin Gortat, who's 34 years old. He's a great inside defender. He can score in the paint, but that's really it. They already have an amazing person that can do that in DeAndre Jordan. Who knows if he stays? I have a gut feeling he's not going to stick around. But if they lose DeAndre Jordan and any one of these three, this team is really not going to make the playoffs next season. They consider Marcin Gortat the seventh player on the team. There's a sixth man of Avery Bradley, and then it's Marcin Gortat. He is tied for sixth best player on the team with Harrell and Danilo Gallinari. And so the former bench center, which was Boban, now it's Gortat, basically. I personally think, just looking at this and rating wise, the Wizards won this trade. And the problem is the Wizards now need a center. Who knows, DeAndre could go to the Wizards or something like that. We can see what happens there. Now, before this trade happened, the Wizards were the seventh best offense, the ninth best defense, and the sixth overall team in the NBA. And now after they become the seventh best offense, the 11th best defense, and the sixth team overall. So that means that their defense goes down. Now they're considering the Wizards to be the sixth best team in the NBA. I don't agree with that at all, but that's 2K's opinion. Let's look how it worked for the Clippers. For the Clippers, they were the 21st offense in the NBA, the 7th best defense, and the 12th overall team. And now after the trade, 23rd offense, 7th defense, and 12th overall team. So no real change to the Clippers, and apparently the Wizards got a little worse. So apparently no one won in this trade, but that's 2K's opinion. But now let's see how they will do in the NBA season. What kind of numbers will Austin Rivers get? What kind of numbers will Marcin Gortat get? We'll find out. So after simulating an entire season of the NBA, the Washington Wizards don't even make the playoffs in the East. They end up being the 11th seed behind the Knicks and the Bucks, who also don't make the playoffs apparently. That stinks. They end up with a 36-46 record in the NBA, which isn't very good. And then the Clippers somehow make the playoffs as the 8th seed. They're 43-39, but let's see their actual numbers for the players that were traded. Let's see if they were any good at all. Austin Rivers, even though he was injured from time to time, he averaged 12 points per game, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, pretty solid numbers for him. He was clearly an important player. You could even argue maybe the third best player on this team, but Otto Porter also put up good numbers. And for the Clippers, Marcin Gortat ended up getting only 9 points per game, 8 rebounds, which isn't bad at all, 2 assists isn't awful for a center, 1 block a game. He was also doing his part. So even though Austin Rivers puts up better numbers, the Clippers still make the playoffs. So who won the trade? Kind of the Clippers. They still make the playoffs. But what do you guys think? Who got the better end of that trade? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like my channel, give it a sub. Help me get to 60,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys next time.
Did you call bank?